Hello people! Welcome back to the W203 video series. This one is a bit of a technical video. We have the rather nice turbo, which has arrived all the way from Romania. You can just about see the very nice billet wheel in there. I don't know if there's anything interesting that you can see on the back. So nice. So we are going to assign some time in the diary, get this all put together. So this video isn't a progress video per se, but is a few bits and bobs on what we did to be able to data log the car, and a bit of input from our technical partner, ByteFlash, are helping us out on the software side of things. Because this car has an old EDC 16 CP31 ECU, and the data logging equipment that we use is reading the standard OBD2 protocol, if you will, we've hit a small snag in that we cannot read a boost pressure value over 255 kPa or 2.55 bar. And that is because the channel that we are reading via the OBD protocol, the PID, is only 8 bytes. And so the maximum value that we can read is 255. That's fine for the stock car, which doesn't boost past 2.55 bar. It looks like from our data logging, it's got a set point of about 1.4 bar relative and 2.4 bar absolute when you take into account atmospheric pressure. So Rob has done a lovely bit of explanation for us and for you guys, where he goes through what we modified in the software to be able to data log past that 2.5 bar limit, because our turbo is going to make probably 2.7 bar of boost, and therefore we're going to need to read 3.7 bar of maximum manifold pressure. Now, the other thing that we've done to be able to deal with that is change our map sensor from the one on the car that can only read a maximum of 3 bars to one that can read 4 bars. We've swapped out the map sensor for a 4 bar map. We've scaled the tables in the ECU, so the car is now running on a 4 bar map, but with everything else stock, and we've tested it, it's all good. So when we then go to fit the new turbo, we'll be able to read that larger boost pressure and therefore data log where we need to be when we're tweaking the fueling and the boost control and all those things. So over to Rob at ByteFlash, who will explain what he's done.
Hello AMF viewers, we're going to have a look at the hack or trick we put together for Alex to allow him to log the boost pressure on this large C320 build. The essential problem with these cars is the output over the OBD interface to the diagnostic scanner or data logging equipment is only 8-bit. For those of you that don't know what I mean by 8-bit, I have a handy dandy, here's one I prepared earlier, graphic. You've all probably heard computers are just ones and zeros, so that will suddenly make a little bit more sense. Here are the 8 bits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and they can be in one of 2 states, on or off, or 0 and 1. Multiply all the bits together, you've got 256 combinations. So you can have 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, etc. There's 256 of these, which gives us 255 as a maximum number, because computers are weird and they start counting from 0. Now the car reads boost pressure, including atmospheric, which is a topic I think Alex covered in an earlier video of his, from 0 millibar to 2.55 bar of boost, or 2550 millibar. You'll see that lines up nicely with the 0 to 255 we have that is available on this ECU's 8-bit channel. 255, if I get a calculator here, and divide it by 0.1, is 2550. So what the ECU does is to take that 8-bit value, applies this factor to it, or translation factor as it calls it in software. And that is what you will see on your diagnostic scanner or data logging equipment as the boost pressure. Now, Alex, for all his craziness, wants to run 2.7 bar of boost, so 3.7 bar manifold, and it's quite quickly going to become a problem in that the boost will be higher than these you can read. The line is just going to stay at 2550. It's not going to read higher. We're going to have no idea what's going on until the boost drops back below again. It could be over boosting, catastrophically badly over boosting. Nobody's going to have a clue. So we need a bit of a hack to be able to see what on earth is going on. So we're going to play with that translation factor I mentioned. So we had the 255 divided by 0.1 in the factory software. What we're going to do is take the 255 and divide it by 0.05, which is going to give us 5100. What we mean by that is when the boost pressure is 5.1 bar, or the manifold pressure is 5.1 bar, it will then output 255. It's going to have the impact of halving everything, because obviously we've halved that translation. So the data log will actually be wrong. At 1 bar of manifold, so atmospheric, it's going to read half a bar. At 1 bar of boost, so 2 bar manifold, it's going to read 1 bar like it's atmospheric. But Alex can deal with that post data logging. We've got a much wider range to see what's going on. We just need to double the numbers afterwards. He'll output it to Excel, whatever. Times it all by 2, it'll make sense again. But it gives us space in this 8-bit channel. So I'll have a look in the file. This is the file off the car. Well, this is an original file this side, and this here is the file that we're putting on Alex's C320. You'll see the stock translation factor is as near as damn it 0.1. It's not quite, it's beyond the scope of this, which is the signal. You've got signal on diagnostic interface, scaling factor for pressure. It's the 0.1, and we've changed it to as near as damn it 0.05, which is what's going to achieve this halving of the output, which will give us double the data logging ability. I'm sure Alex will show you how the data log looks and how it obviously then gets times by 2 so it makes sense again. But this is how we're going to fit more boost pressure into what is a very small channel effectively. So yeah, that's a little behind the scenes as to what we're doing to help make this build safe and to be able to log it and set it up properly. Yeah, good luck to Alex with the build, and I look forward to working on the tuning software so we can make some power and tear up the tarmac.
There will be a link in the description to Bike Flash. If you've got any tuning requirements or anything that is a bit more complicated on the ECU side, like repairs and things like that, touch base with him. Thanks for watching, guys. Next episode will be a pre-dyno run to get baseline figures, and we should have the oil cooler seals changed, which is pretty boring and doesn't make a very good video, but hopefully the turbo will also be fitted and we can do a post-dyno run. So please like and subscribe. It motivates me to continue to make these videos. They're incredibly time consuming, but I really hope that some people enjoy watching them, and I'll continue to make them. So thank you so much.